So I think the plan for this stream is to raise my rating in maybe some different categories. I think I want to start with some puzzles. I haven't done like the traditional like rated puzzles in a long time. There's a question mark next to my rating. So oh, there's nothing to show in my puzzle dashboard because I haven't done puzzles in the last 30 days. So let's use this as a warm-up. Hopefully this will be instructive as well.
Pour one out for Vampire Chicken.
Oh yeah, I poured out some coconut water. I think we still have the Jonathan command.
I exist.
Thank you, Java Dev and Swedish Chef. So I'll admit that I don't see the like obvious solution right away. I mean, knight f5 looks like a nice improving move, like hitting the rook, maybe preparing this. I mean, I'm briefly looking at queen takes e5 and then rook f8, but it doesn't lead to much after king g7. Another idea is to sack the rook and then take, but
10, 10, 10, 10.
There's this move. Another idea is this move. This does threaten mate in 2. Like sometimes these positions, what does Levy always say? Checks, captures, attacks. So there's not really any... Oh, there's also knight g6. There is a check. I should at least look at knight g6 and queen here. But knight g6, a king can move. Okay, so this is a check, this is a capture, this is an attack. I think there's a third or a fourth type of move to consider, which I guess is related to an attack. It's basically a move that will threaten force mate. Queen h6 threatens knight g6 and then king g8, queen f8. And there's a line I'm looking at. Queen h6, queen g7 looks like a defense, but then knight g6, queen takes g6 and then check, queen g8 and we win the rook. But the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm not sure. I'm looking at queen h6, queen g7, knight g6, king g8. And then I want to play knight e7, queen e7, rook g1, king h8. Not seeing much. Oh, wait a minute. Queen h6, queen g7, it's even simpler. We just take a knight f5 with a fork. So if black can't play queen g7... Oh, and we're threatening mate in 1. Oh, man. Okay. This is a real warm-up for me. I have to see the details in the position. Also, thank you, Albert. Thank you, Johnny Biscuit. Thank you, Luvi. I appreciate all the early support this stream. Even more people existing. Welcome, Roosterling. Oh, this color looks great on you. Thank you, Tofu Heiser. Yeah, this is a shirt I've had for a while. It's kind of fading, but it still fits. No holes just yet. So what about queen f7? And then maybe we do this. And king here. And then rook. Yeah, rook g1 looks pretty strong there. Because takes, and then black has to lose a queen. So I'm going to go for this. Queen f7. So this is what I was just looking at. And now knight g6. I think is the most forcing. I mean, there's other candidate moves, but I think it's important to be forcing here.
Hey, Eric. 27 months.
And rook g1.
Yay.
Yay. Yeah, I almost went down the wrong rabbit hole at some point, but eventually found the line. Hey, it's a Rune. Welcome back. Happy 27. I've not been watching the US Open. I need to renew my tennis channel access. Maybe my ESPN access. Why couldn't the queen take the knight? Oh, in this position. Yeah, so can I analyze? I can analyze. So I was drawing the arrow for this line, but the idea is queen f8. And then white is picking up the rook. So it's a nice nice sort of deflection. The queen was tied down to the square. What's the plan for the stream? So currently I'm trying to raise my puzzle rating. And then after maybe I solve a few puzzles, I don't know what my goal is, maybe eventually to get it over 3,000. Then I'll hop into some actual games. And at some point I'll probably do a poll, like which time control to play. Maybe I'll join the tournament. Let's do one more puzzle. 3,000 Lichess puzzles is hard. Okay. Well, that's it's motivation to achieve it someday. Yeah, this looks like another kind of tricky endgame puzzle. So, as white, we're down 2 pawns, but we have this 2-on-1 majority. C6 looks like the critical move to consider. We're threatening to take in queen. So after c6, I think black has to play bishop c8. And then how do we make progress? Maybe we want to use the knight to somehow remove the bishop. So maybe we play knight c4. And then if the king moves in, we here take. And that looks pretty good. So c6, bishop c8, knight c4. Well, the black starts running. a5 here, a4, take, a3, take, a2, queen, queen, king, d2. That should be winning for white. Because we're going to take the pawn. We're up a knight, and our king should find safety. Our queen will help shelter the king eventually. And we have the passed b pawn. I think we have to play c6. Like, we can't afford wasting a tempo with something else. And then I'll take some time after bishop c8. But again, I really don't see any other ideas in the position. Because if we take, then the bishop's going to just sit on b7. And even if we somehow attack it, eventually it'll sacrifice itself. And we're probably not winning there. Like, for example, takes, a5 here, and then take, and then take, and then a4. Yeah, I don't think we're winning there. So I think this is a promised land for our knight. And the only way to get there is via c4. Okay. Simple enough. So the line I was calculating. Oh, a5, maybe there's knight a5. Wait, what was I calculating? I was calculating a5 knight d6, but there's just knight takes. Oh, knight takes a5 is a draw. So we have to play knight d6. And then here. And then I was looking at knight takes c8. Apparently this is even better. Ah, this is better because after takes here, our knight's going to stop the pawn. Knight a5, and we get to the corner. I was calculating takes here. This is also winning, looks like. But it's not a cleaner. Like, it's not as clean. So, hopefully this makes sense. Okay, good puzzle. Oh, we'll do one more. And then maybe I'll find a game to play, a tournament to join. Thank you, C3 Stanley. There's been big demand on you playing duck chess. Yeah, I played duck chess for the first time in a long time. Maybe about a week ago. I might play some more if there's still demand. So this position, we have a pass pawn. It's rook for 2 bishops. It seems like we should take the pawn. Although if we take the pawn, there's takes, and if we skewer, there's bishop e6 check. And we're not actually winning the bishop. So this did come from a blitz game. Actually, this is a cool thing about Lichess puzzles, is I think almost all the puzzles come from actual games on Lichess. I'm a little bit confused about this one, because this is the only candidate move I see. I guess after takes, we could take here first with check, and king will move, let's say, to g6, and then we play this, and then king somewhere. Doesn't seem to be winning, though, for white. So I wonder if it's a matter of, like, putting our king on a square where the bishop can't get counterplay. For example, king f1 will allow bishop h3. King g2 allows... Okay, so here's the thought process. I'm imagining this, this, and this. And then I'm imagining we get one more move to move our king. So there's no useful check.
Yo, heart.
Here there's bishop c7. Here there's bishop c6. Also bishop e6. Here there's still bishop e6. And here there's bishop h3. So can we afford to take 2 tempi? So maybe we go to e1? I'm going to look at this line again. Take, take. Take. Feels like we have one chance to move our king. King f1. I wonder if I'm missing something obvious. Can we play rook d6? It's crazy. If rook d6 is the move, that's kind of crazy. It seems slow, but the idea is to play rook c6. And after takes, we play here, and then bishop e6 we take. But it seems like that ending can't be winning. Yeah, this is a really tricky puzzle. Rook d6 there. Again, if we take on b5, take. Is black somehow in zugzwang? Doesn't seem like it. Take, take. We play... maybe we take and play rook b8. And then the bishop is... Yeah, the bishop's trapped. Because we prevent bishop e6. Bishop a5 is prevented. And it's so easy to miss. But we're either taking the bishop or getting rook b7. So it's not about moving our king. It's just about taking the pawn. And then rook b8. I wonder if anyone in chat found that. Maybe a few people from earlier. Yeah, rook b8 is such a... Because it's so easy just to go down the rabbit hole of this line. Or even this line. Like, these are the first 2 moves that come to mind. Rook b8 seems like it doesn't accomplish much, but it's the only way to actually win the bishop. And it's so important this pawn stops bishop c5 check. Ooh. Oh, this is actually interesting. So, okay, we don't want to take this, allowing this. So it's a choice between this or this. I think it's very important to give ourselves the pass pawn. Even if we give black the pass pawn, our rook is more useful in helping the pawn advance. Okay. Yeah, that was not easy, but got through it, gained some puzzle rating. I think I'll pause there with the puzzles, and I'll move on to some actual chess. Is king g2 too slow? Yeah, so if we look, I'm actually curious, like, if we waste a tempo with a king, then I guess in this case, we can't do the same idea because bishop b7 is, or bishop c6 is coming. So it's important our king can't be on a square where it's easily checked by one of the bishops. Yeah, my rating is more volatile now because I haven't done puzzles in so long. So real quick, if I go to my puzzle dashboard, hey, it's a triangle. I solved 3 puzzles in the last 30 days, 100%. Got my performance rating. It's still provisional. And I think we see the theme here. There is 1 endgame puzzle, 1 quiet move puzzle, and 1 pin puzzle. That's cool. Improvement areas. Nothing to improve if I'm perfect so far. Yeah, the thing with doing puzzles is they take a long time. Like, especially the more difficult ones can easily take like 5 to 15 minutes. And I'd rather get some games in. So I think some tournaments just started. I can play, yeah, let's play maybe one of the, let's see what people want. Do a very quick poll. Which tournament? 1-0, 3-0, 5-0. I'm doing a 1-minute poll. So whichever tournament I join, I'll be joining about, what, 15 minutes late. Ooh, most people want 5-0. Okay, 46 minutes left. Yeah, Ultra Bullet is not an option. Gonna have at least a little bit of slower chess. And I think what I'll do for this tournament is not Berserk. Just try and play like solid chess. Yeah, 5-0 wins by 61%. Okay, playing StephenWilly. I think joined at the same time I did, so wanted a game. Let's play Knight of 3. Let's maybe play an opening I haven't played against Stephen before. And Knight of 3, E3. And now C4. This is an opening that I played in Switzerland. Actually, I learned maybe the day before one of my games in Switzerland. I usually play this position from the back side, but playing from the white side is interesting. Yeah, b6, b3. This is one of Hikaru's pet lines for online Blitz and Bullet. Bishop b2. I think rook c1 should be most flexible. I'm wondering if I can get away with a g3 here.
Thanks for your content. It has helped me win tournaments.
Ooh, nice to hear. Tori Yamazaki. I'll keep it up. Yeah, so c5 is usually a sign that I can take. And then if pawn takes, I play d4. If knight takes, I could trade again. I could play bishop g2. I think I should take one more time, actually. Because if I play bishop g2, there's knight b4. But then I do have d4. But then take. Yeah, let's take one more time. And now bishop g2. It actually seems like a very kind of peaceful position. We'll be trading, most likely trading dark square bishops. Knight b4 may be coming. You have to be careful here. I have a3. If I castle knight b4, take there. Maybe this is playable. I feel like I'm already taking some risk though. So if here I take, and if takes, looks okay. And here I play queen b1. Oh, I just lost a piece. I forgot that was hanging. I had to play queen d1. Oops. Well, this isn't good for my rating. Yeah, those puzzles didn't really warm me up that much. I guess I'll try and get some like compensation here. We'll see where this knight goes. At least there's some kind of pin. Gotta treat the blunder as a gambit.
Greetings, Eric. Have you ever been to Belgium?
I have.
Any plans on going one day?
Ooh. It was unexpected. So I can take... I mean, this simplifies a bit, but gotta go for it. Yeah, I went to Belgium, had their chocolate and waffles. It was a good experience. Okay, so I'll take and play rook d1. I mean, I'm down to exchange in a pawn. So I'll probably need a miracle to come back here. Maybe more than a miracle. I'll at least protect the king. I'm very passive. Square for the rook. But what to do? If I throw in the check, take, doesn't really work. Yeah, trying to hold on for dear life. Okay, so here, give a check. H4. Unfortunately, H4 doesn't work either. A4. Bishop there, take. Yeah, I can try this. Ooh. Tactics. Yeah, I think black was thinking about rook c2. And it seems like I have no way to defend, but I have a way to counterattack. So I just won a full rook, and now I'm up a bishop. But is it perpetual? It's close to perpetual. Maybe it is perpetual. There. Yeah, I think it's just perpetual. What to do? Okay, I'm fortunate not to lose though. Take
5
here,
months
here.
streak, soon to be 6.
Yeah, the engine says, like, briefly it says white's winning, but then it realizes it's just perpetual.
Ever get that feeling of deja
Hey,
vu?
it's Germano. Welcome back. Happy 50 months. Black had mate in 6. Rook c1. Yeah, the more forcing tactic. I could have been in a lot of trouble. After rook c1, the best move is queen takes f7. And the opening. Actually, something went wrong for me in the opening. Oh, c5. Ah, I'm supposed to take first. And if knight takes, then I don't play g3. Yeah, still kind of learning the ins and outs of this line. Okay, so I'll see how far I can get without berserking this tournament. Welcome back. I am Eric Rosen fan. How do I become a more consistent player? Play more is a good answer. If you play consistently. But sometimes you want to play when you're in your best form. So sometimes it's about self-awareness. And if you're not like super focused and awake and not distracted, then you want to hold off on playing. But then, of course, when you play in tournaments, you want to make an effort to ensure that you're in the best form possible. Okay, so we have some Sicilian setup. Playing d5. I could actually debating between taking with pawn or knight. I think I'll take with pawn. And now I can play c4. So we're seeing the drawback of white, like committing the bishop so early to the queen side. Now it's kind of a sad piece. And we might see the drawback of the queen committing itself to c3. Because if I'm not mistaken, the queen is trapped. I control the d file. I control these squares, this square, this diagonal. Pawn's defended. Queen's attacked. Oh, but it's a counterattack. Wow. I might not even be winning anything here. I should be able to get a good position, but I mean, queen b6 is queen e3, and then my knight's pinned. So I think what I'll do, I'll take the bishop. We'll trade queens. And then I think I take the pawn. It looks greedy. It seems like maybe I'm blundering this. But the idea is to play bishop b2. Attack the... maybe I should castle first. I should probably castle first. Yeah, again, if here, I play here. And if white doesn't take the pawn, the bishop is pretty much trapped for life. Although there is rook b1 or that move. Okay, so I win material. The bishop is no longer trapped for life. But now I'll go for simplification. Probably g5 coming soon. Maybe this idea. White is threatening this move. So maybe I can still play them. Then I allow knight h5. Play bishop e4. I'm just trying to simplify further. If white pins the bishop, I play rook e8. And yeah, I create the battery. And now this pawn's a target. This pawn's also a target. Like if rook c1, I play g5. Removing the defender. And if d4, I can take the pawn. Yeah, tactics still exist in the endgame. There's something about the way you play that makes all the games wacky compared to other high elo players I watch. I do like kind of go through different styles of play, especially when I play online. Also, I have to watch out for this move. Let's play f5. Yeah, restricting the knight. Preventing the fork. Yeah, my online style of play is I'd say much different from my over-the-board style. Although there's a bit of overlap. I still like to be creative and tricky in the opening. Okay. This pawn is bolting. Yeah, with 5-0, like the max length for a game is 10 minutes. So theoretically, I might only play 3 more games that count for the tournament. Hopefully more, though. Okay. Top 150. Hey, top 70. Moving up in the world. There was a question earlier, what do you play against Marazzi? I don't usually face Marazzi too often. I guess when I face it, it's in a accelerated dragon Sicilian. So I usually play one of the like main lines in the Accelerated Dragon. Like, there's a few ways to play. All right, let's play d5. What's the most annoying opening for you to play against? When I was growing up, I used to hate playing against d4, but these days I enjoy it. That's a hard question to answer because usually if I'm annoyed by an opening, I'll take the time to learn it and then figure out what to do against it. But this used to drive me crazy because it looks solid for white. Sometimes leads to a slower game. But the revelation I made from this position, like there's a handful of things white can do, and against everything white does, there's exciting things to do for black. Like if bishop g5, there's knight e4, bishop f4, I enjoy this anti-London line. If queen's gambit, I'll play queen's gambit declined. Usually go for Cambridge Springs or Barman variation. g3 is an interesting move because it's kind of a Catalan without c4. So yeah, I began adopting this line recently. Just to play a reverse London. Kind of stay in the same territory I play from the white side. Have you ever done a stream with John Bartholomew? Or the lovely John Bartholomew? We've played a lot on Lichess and on chess.com. I don't think we've ever like officially collaborated though. I'm gonna play h6. And maybe even b6. I'm also wondering if I can sack the pawn. There's queen c8. Thinking queen c8 here. Yeah, maybe h6 was a little bit slow, but position's still solid. Thoughts on Emo's Pizza? Yeah, that's one thing like St. Louis is known for, apparently.
My highlight of the year was getting to successfully oh no my queen in a classical game while wearing your oh no my queen.
Oh, let's go. Hey. Yeah, sometimes when you wear the hoodie, it will give you inspiration. Thanks for sharing, Zainaf. Happy 2 months. Yeah, I think I've had Emo's Pizza maybe once, although I kind of forget. It wasn't the most memorable experience. I see the comment from Sour Maracoya, who was watching the anti-London video. I think you mean the queen b6 line. Yeah, that's a fun one. This position kind of resembles like a reverse anti-London. But it's nice having the bishop developed like this, and yeah, I'm going to play in maybe some London fashion. Get the queenside expansion. I think c4 makes a lot of sense here. Like chase the queen back and then expand. If there was Title Tuesday 20 years ago, who would be the top 3 finalists? 20 years ago, I was 9 years old. I wasn't really playing chess online, I don't think. Maybe I was just beginning to play chess online. I forget exactly who the top players were. Like it would have been on ICC. I guess Kasparov, right? Kasparov would just dominate every week. Yeah, 20 years ago there was ICC, and then there were a few other platforms. There was US Chess Live, which I think ICC ended up buying. There's also like the very short-lived WCN, which I think was a World Chess Network. I could take the knight, but I don't think there's a reason to. I'll just keep pushing. Yeah, this bishop is so nice because it prevents any rook b1. I'm pretty much guaranteed to dominate the b file. Oh yeah, Grishuk too. Grishuk, Anand, maybe Karpov. Advice on mastering the Queen's Gambit. The Queen's Gambit, it's more of an opening that's, I think, idea-based rather than purely memorizing moves. Like, generally, the positions are a bit less tactical and more about achieving like good piece harmony. I mean, with any opening, it can be useful to find strong players who play that opening and then look at their games and get inspiration for not only how they play the opening, but how they play the structures in the middle game beyond the opening. Okay, so white's threatening this. Maybe just a simple quiet move. But I will say, like, to quote unquote master an opening, like at master level, that's usually the point where you start memorizing, or at least focusing on like more concrete variations in the openings. But it should be a gradual process. Like when you're first starting out, it's good to just internalize ideas. Okay, that was a pretty clean game. Solid reverse London. Opponent just got low on time. Had a tough position too. Oh yeah, Komsky too was up there for a while. Remember Hikaru giving some interview in 2009? He was asked like the top blitz players in the world, and he mentioned maybe his top blitz players in the US, but he definitely mentioned Komsky being up there. Okay, playing e4. Haven't played e4 yet this tournament. And maybe you gotta get one Ponziani, right? Bishop c5. Yeah, bishop c5 is just not a good move against Ponziani. It loses a bit of time. Let's play this. I'm gonna allow bishop g4, bishop e3. There's an idea here to, like, after takes, I take with pawn. Except the double pawns. Black's not taking, though. Queen b3. And there's bishop e2. Taking some time here. Queen d2. Maybe I just continue like developing. Again, it feels weird to allow this. And now I'm really like baiting black to take. But the point is, I'm going to use the G file as a weapon rather than just being sad about my king being more exposed. Let's play rook g4. Or maybe knight d5. Knight d5 looks really nice. Now, I wanted to exploit the dark square, but the dream was short-lived. But things are still pleasant. I have the bishop pair. Yeah, my rook should not be on g5, though. So maybe I go back. Am I scared of f5? Probably not. Okay, so this has two reasons. First reason is to play rook h4 eventually. Second reason is to unleash the bishop. So black wants to play this move, which I'm probably not too afraid of. Yeah, so I want to play e5, but it allows knight f5. So let's go back. And sacrifice the rook. And then deliver checkmate. So whatever blocks, I don't take the piece that blocks. I play queen g5 as the most efficient mate. Yeah, okay. That was satisfying. I think this is actually a useful lesson, like emerging from such a position in the Ponziani. Can even come from other openings too, where, and it kind of breaks principle, where you allow the double pawns, you allow the open king, but e4 is so well defended, so the center is reinforced, and then the g file became a very useful weapon for attacking. So back to tournament, 21st place. I'm within range. 3 more games. Maybe time for 3 more games. Oh, there's a comment about instant chess, which I have not heard of. There was Chess Cube, which I never really played on. There's also Fix, like the free internet chess server. That was like the Lichess of the early 2000s. Oh, I won Connect 4 2 games in a row. Yeah, these days it's becoming so common that I don't notice it as much, I guess. Okay, so playing a Barman variation could maybe transpose into Cambridge Springs. Yeah, Cambridge Springs, it's a fun opening for Blitz. Can even be fun for Classical. Magnus played this in the Candidates before he was world champion. He beat Gelfand with the black pieces in a really nice game. Queen a4. Queen a4, I think, loses a pawn. Because I can take it and then take here. I could throw in this move or this move, but I think now I just take, and white can't really take back because I play b5. Queen a4 is super rare. I think it's... I've put a lot of time into studying Cambridge Springs. I've looked at like maybe the top 10 most popular moves, but don't think I've come across Queen a4. Okay, so there's b5, there's bishop b4. There's some g5 idea too, maybe someday. Yeah, the queenside fork trick. Because it's so rare, like in Queen's Gambit positions where the knight goes to a4 so early. Okay, I could consider taking actually. Yeah, at first it seemed wrong to give away the bishop pair, but if pawn takes, I play knight a2, and I'll win back the pawn, and I'll be up 2 pawns. In this case, I win this pawn. If rook a1, I play bishop b2. We saw this idea in a previous game. Not to mention I have now the outside passer. Yeah, so rook b1. I think I'll keep applying pressure, like knight a4, go after the pawn on c3. Black is going, or white's going after the pawn on c6. So I guess bishop b7. Now I have to be careful because the move I want to play is this, but that could allow potential ways for white to exploit the pin, because then the pawn would be pinned to the bishop. So maybe what I'll do is start with f6, make the knight move, and then eventually play this or this. Oh, I'm playing Trevlar. Am I playing Traveler? Have we played before? Oh yeah, this is okay. Yeah, I'm playing the creator of Rosen score. I didn't even realize. Good luck to Trevlar. Belated good luck. The one game that we played, I got en passant checkmate. Yeah, for those that don't know the website Rosen score, we have the Rosen score command. Wait, let's calculate. Here, here, here. Here, here. Looks pretty good. There's king d2. Okay, I'm going to play knight a4. Because if king d2, I'd play this move. And then I have 2 attackers and I prevent rook c1. It'd be funny if every time I played Traveler, I somehow get a Rosen trophy. I was about to say I'm hoping for a pawn diamond, but it's not happening after that move. So here I'll take. And wait, did I just blunder rook b3? Oh, there's a funny line though. Oh, there's a really funny line. Oh, but it's not actually possible. Okay, let's take here first. I will admit, I forgot about rook b3. Now the rook can choose which of the 3 minor pieces it wants to take. I'll still be up 2 pawns. Yes, now g7's attacked. I think I should play this to start. And now this. How do I achieve this? Yeah, this move. Might be playing a little bit too quickly here. I have this move. I have this move too. Oh, but then this move. So I have to defend. Rook f8 is perhaps a better option. Keeping the bishop, preventing rook c1. The plan's to play c2 and queen. But I have another, like, crazy idea. Which might not be happening. Got my bishop fork. Now, there's one Rosen trophy I kind of want to go for in this position. And it's one of the rarest Rosen trophies. Okay, let's save the rook. Play this. Okay, the pawns are now being supported. So the Rosen trophy I'm going for, it takes 5 more moves. I could under promote. Let's play f5. So close to promoting to knight with checkmate. Okay, so my next move gives me a Rosen trophy. Queenside castling. Castling after move 40. And now, how do I promote to knight with mate? Let's get my king in. I don't see where my knight checkmate is. I'm getting low on time. No! Ah! I wanted to promote to knight with mate. The way to do it would have been this and then this. This would have been such a funny checkmate. But rook takes b1. It was one move off. Good game, Traveler. I still got the castling after move 40. I know my rook was hanging. I was just trying to set up the funny checkmate. Okay. Had to have a little bit of fun there. So looks like I'll have time for one more game this tournament. What's your favorite food? Usually the opponent's king. All right. Do we have some fun? Stafford Gambit time? Nope, no Stafford. Yeah, d4 is becoming a more popular line. I'll play d5. Bishop e3. Thank you, Enya Tap. Welcome back, Enya Tap. Happy 43. Alright, so my knight's feeling well supported. Although knight d4, I kind of forgot about. I have to play bishop d7. This move does break the pin. I'm threatening to take the pawn now. So even though it seems like I'm losing time moving the bishop, white might be losing time here too. Takes, this bishop has to move. I was going to say, if f3, I have queen h4 check. I think somehow we transposed into a... It's like a variation of the two knights. Yeah, I think we just transposed directly. It's that line where like white plays e5 and then black counterattacks with d5. And now here I don't know what to do here. I'm supposed to take the knight? There's c5 as well. Opponent's offering a draw, which I'd prefer not to take. Should really know what to do here. Take. Queen there, take. There's f5, e6. So what about c5? Hey, maybe I just leave it be. Castle. I guess my opponent offered a draw because they want the extra point for the tournament. They're in second place, but it won't really help them. Well, they're in third place now. All right, so there's an idea here, queen b8. Which looks a little bit strange at first, but I'm just trying to pressure the b2 pawn. Free the square for the rook. So my idea is c5. Maybe I can play c5 right away, and if this, I play this. There's also bishop b5 in the air. Objectively, black might be slightly worse here. My pawns are still weak. Yeah, let's defend. Defending more. Yeah, I really wanted to play this and put the bishop on d3, but the problem is c4. It kills all my fun. Welcome to Gucci Pigeon. I'm doing well. Yeah, if you're just joining, I just played the hourly Blitz Arena. This is a final game. Won't count for the tournament. I think after this, I might do some Blitz in the pool and try and actually raise my rating. So a5.
Woo.
Woo. I wonder if I can play this. But then rook. Let me try this. Feels a little bit committal. One benefit is I can set up rook b8 and then it's less enticing for white to play b3. I'm also setting up rook d3. Thank you, Addict of Worms. Welcome back, Z Nation. Okay, so we're roughly even on time.
We hit my chinchillaversary, Eric.
Oh, hey.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Chinchillas have 4-month gestation periods.
Useful to know. I'll keep that in mind. Next time I need to unleash some chinchilla fact. Yeah, rook d4, good move. All right, let's play this. And then bishop d5. So bishop is a supporter of the pawns. Actually, it looks pretty solid now. Like, I do have double c-pawns, but they're hard for white to exploit. And this bishop is now not so happy. And still ideas of rook b8. So b3... If b3, maybe I play a5. Keep the pin. Knight e3 is coming. So let's play this. Pressure d4. I could have considered e3. Idea bishop e4. Also hitting g2. I just missed the idea. So maybe I go back. We repeat once. And then I play e3. But my opponent might not repeat. Oh, but they might. Alright, so now I play e3. I had considered this briefly earlier and thought that knight takes just defends and attacks. But after knight takes, bishop e4 wins the rook. And not even just exchange. Like, I'll take on b1 and save the bishop. Oh, f3 I forgot about, though. Oh, maybe e3 was a mistake. Let's play this. Yeah. I just lost a pawn. I have the bishop pair, though. Position's opening up. Let's play this, threatening this. Opponent again offers a draw. But the tournament's over, so... Yeah, let's fight till the death. Let's also punish the knight. Put everything attacking the knight. I want to play f5. Maybe this move. The knight's pinned. Yeah, there's so many things happening. Queenside down to the bishop. This is a reason to not take draw offers. Okay. All right, gained a rating point. Can do some quick analysis here. Oh, so e3 was a fine move. Oops. Lichess changed their UI UX. I have to do the shift thing now. So E2. Yeah, it used to be you click the down arrow to look at the subvariation, but now they changed it to shift. It takes some getting used to. E2 I did not consider. What if queen takes E2? As idea C3. C3 is one move. Yeah, I guess C3. C3, B3, bishop E6. Still very unclear though. Okay. Oh, my opponent's in the chat says, I was shaking so much the entire game. Oh, you played a very good game though. It was interesting opening. I was worse out of the opening, apparently. So castling was the best move. The engine wants to eventually play C4. Then, yeah, by the time we got here, it transposed into some main line, I think. Maybe not quite. And here I was still a little bit worse. Knight B3 is very typical. Okay, not only to defend the pawn, but to just control the C5 square. Master database does show transpositions. So I guess the I mean, yeah, why wasn't it the same though? So this position I thought is like a pretty common occurrence, but it occurs usually from this move order. Here, 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 take here. Oops, D5. Here, 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 take. Did I lose a tempo? Oh, bishop E3. Does it not include transpositions here? Or am I blind to something? Oh, I am blind. Yeah, so in this position, in the game, it's white's move. And in the master's database, it's black's move. So where did I lose my tempo? I lost the tempo here, moving the bishop twice. Okay. I knew the position looked familiar, but it's a different position because white has extra tempo. So that's why white is like so much better. I think ChessBase, it'll show. I'm actually not sure if you like reference this position, it might show the games from this position that were the other side to move. Oh, thank you, 999 Tango, gifting to Soaking Metsai. So, I think I'll move on. I'll do some blitz pool challenges. Try and cross 2600. Maybe I'll take some opening requests. Jerome Gambit. Okay. Can't play the Jerome as black though. Let's play this. Thank you, Iscarl Pust, gifting to LucaCrafter, who is my previous opponent. Oh, we might have the same line. Okay, slightly different line. Knight C6. Now, I think I have to play Knight C5. Take in d6. Trying to learn, welcome back. Happy 51 months. Okay. I actually have to focus here. This is a bit tricky looking. Take. Pretty sure I can get away with taking. And then knight take. So if rook takes bishop e7, probably bishop e7 regardless. F6. I have the bishop pair, but a little bit awkward. My minor pieces. A bit underdeveloped too. But if I can somehow untangle, like king f7, get the knight back into play, it should hopefully be a pleasant position going forward. Yeah, that's a double attack. Bishop d6 is no longer... Can I play this? Maybe this is playable. I'm walking a very thin line here. Yeah, I was calculating this. So takes, and then knight e6. I guess there's rook takes and knight c7. I have bishop. I can still try and trap the knight though. I have bishop c4, b3, and rook c8. Forgot about that move. g5. My bishop's actually stuck. Can I play this? Maybe g5 first? No, let's play this first. It's still really confusing. Rook d1 takes... Check there. It might liquidate into a draw. There. I might be down a pawn in the end, though. What if g5? Yeah, this might not be pleasant. There, take. White's going to try and torture me here, unfortunately. But I'll have a... Yeah. Okay, I can put the king here. Okay, I think white overlooked that. Oh no. I might be losing this. Yeah. Good game. A little bit too low on time there to play precisely. Um, Although I guess after f5, even after f4, it's not looking that great. Okay, trying to get revenge. e6. Okay, we'll go into French. I'll play the advanced variation. I'll play my pet line of recently. Yeah, this is kind of like a Milner berry. I'm pretty sure h4 is one of the moves. Thank you, Original Joffrey. Happy 3 months. Yeah, there's some weird theory here that like these moves are kind of hard to explain, but I'm waiting for black to relieve the tension so I can develop the knight to c3. h5. I'm pretty sure I can play b4. Thank you, Zlu. Happy 2 months. Okay, now I can take the knight and then take back. Could also consider taking with knight, but knight's pretty restricted here. And now one target is this d-pawn, which is not defended. Thank you, Morlikar. Wow, a lot of Prime subs. Thank you, everyone, remembering to sub with Prime. Morlikar with a first-time Prime. Okay, queen. Queen b3 looks nice. Because black's going to have to find another defender. Maybe black can afford to exact the pawn. Thank you, D. Wilson, another first-time Prime. Rook c4. Alright, so I'll play bishop e3. Basically reinforcing the pawn and preparing this. And now it looks risky to take, but I don't see really how black responds in a way that's scary. Like queen d8 or queen a7 are really the only moves, I think. But I am kind of pinned, so maybe I play this. So if knight comes here, I play queen b5, or even queen takes. Yeah, probably queen b5 first. Although, take... I like queen b5 first. Queen d7, I trade queens. And knight comes back to h4. Or not h4, f4. I guess black's getting control over d5, though. But maybe I win the b-pawn. Maybe I lose the a-pawn. Oh, but then I win the g-pawn. Okay. So I think that's a good transformation. A solid square for the bishop. Bishop g5. Yeah, there's some counterplay here. I think everything's okay. Or not. Famous last words. I gotta go for this. Wow, I really messed this up. Try this. This is now a threat. I'm down a full rook. Down a little bit of time. Still some annoying compensation though. Allowed rook f5. Oh no. Oh. Oh. I just collapsed there a little bit towards the end. Had a great position too. Opponent fought back pretty well though. Yeah, like bishop b4 I underestimated. Probably had to move the rook somewhere, although rook c2 is coming pretty quickly. So we'll go again. d4 this time, okay. We might have a Jobava London. Request for Roy Lopez, which we'll have to hold off. Yeah, if I don't play the Jerome Gambit, I can refund the channel points. So don't worry. Okay, I'm trying to not get too distracted by chat. Oh dear. Yeah, Virginia is a state that it's not a bad word. I'm not sure if I'm reading this correctly. Yeah, so far my rating is getting wrecked. What to do? Queen d5, f5, and then... Okay, let's play this first. Okay, now I think I can take... It looks like the knight's attacked twice, but okay, now it's only attacked once, defended once. Yeah, I didn't really make a point of this, but I'm playing like this new weapon against Jobava London that, like it's a pretty rare line that I don't have so much experience in. Bishop e6 looks fine. Okay, what to do here? There's knight d3, which looks insane, but let's do it. So there's a lot of things happening here. I'm unleashing the rook. If pawn takes, then the bishop's pinned, and I take here. I still have this pawn chunk. I guess now we trade bishops. This move. Idea of rook c8. I have to be careful. Still have to move quickly. Let's play king here first. Almost trapping the bishop. I mean, this should be full domination for black. Just have to move quickly and not overthink things. Yeah, threatening to trap the bishop now. Pawns are just too strong. Okay. I'm not sure if we'll rematch, but that was yeah, that's actually a fun experience getting this this knight d7 line. And the Masters database has never been played before. But the simple idea is to play this move e5. Oh, thank you. My name is Buffalo. Subbing for 6 months in advance. Appreciate that. And then this knight d3 move, I think, was maybe a turning point. Or at least kept the flow. Restoring Rosen's rating, yeah. Rematch?
I asked Adam Neradisky his thoughts on Eric Rosen.
Wait,
he
Adam.
said you are just as genuine in real life as you appear on the internet.
Adam Neraditsky. Maybe the not so genuine Neraditsky. But that's kind. I assume you mean Danya. That's very kind. I played Danya yesterday in Title Tuesday. We had a fun, instructive game. I still have to go back and like watch his commentary from that game. Okay, we'll find a new opponent. Playing Siete. So I think we had a request for Jerome and for Roy Lopez. I can't play the Jerome against this move though. I can only play it against Bishop c5. So I think I'm saved. Let's play Knight c3. And if takes, I'll castle and go for reverse Stafford. Bishop e7. I think I can play in a Scotch style. Adam, Daniel. Yeah, the names are kind of close. Both have a D and an A. So I'm really being tested against these FIDE masters. This opponent I've never played before. Maybe I'll start with Bishop f4. Just getting a harmonious setup. Reinforce e-pawn. Bishop g5 looks interesting. Because I'd love to take and double the pawns. It also sets up f4. f4, knight g6, e5, take. Let's go for it. So I was calculating rook takes, which I'm realizing is maybe not the best decision. I have this move too. This looks really interesting. Because now if the bishop moves, I take here. Like, this move looks scary, but I think I get away with taking. Because knight f3 I take with queen. And knight's pinned. Knight can't move to defend the queen. Okay, so it seems like I accomplished something. I can take the pawn. Oh, did I blunder? Takes knight f3. Oh no. And I get triple forked with the discovered attack. I don't think it works for black though. If black goes for this, I'm gonna win because f7 hangs in the very end. And white's the one who's mating. I'm actually probably threatening to take the knight. f7's a major target. If I have the time, I probably want to play this. But I don't really have the time. So what if I take... I could play queen here. I'm keeping queens on the board. Still pressure against f7. Knight's now attacked twice. So now I'd probably just be safe. Now the knight's unpinned. It has ways to hop into the action. This knight's still tied down. Rook e7. Let's play this. I'm realizing I also have this idea. Yeah, not so easy for black. And this I'm forking the bishop and the fork. It's actually a triple fork. Okay. Trying to get back over 2,600. Felt like a clean game. I took a risk with this pawn sacrifice. Engine doesn't like it. Although, maybe once we give the engine the time to think, it will realize the strength of the move. Yeah, the safer approach was to do something like king h1, which maybe practically is a better choice. But e5, it's not so much, like objectively not so much behind. And queen f4. Yeah, my original intention was actually to take the knight and then play knight f3. And at first it seems like I'm winning material because I'm threatening to take and take, but there's queen c5. And black's okay here. Because if I play this, then I'm not actually taking to win the bishop. Play the hag face opening. Not sure if that combines well with raising my rating. I have... Wait, where's the queue or the opening request queue? Here we go. This is where people redeem their channel points. So when you redeem your channel points, the channel points are only spent if I mark it as complete. So the most recent requests, this stream was Jerome. Previous stream was Budapest. What is a check? Let's learn what the check Pierce is. Old Walter might be watching. Old Walter was here earlier, I think. Check. Yeah, there's some streams where I try and play more established openings. But I'm open to exploring. I guess check Pierce is with c6. Huh. But if let's say it's a Pierce, knight c3 and then c6. Oh, maybe it's this one, the check. This one I could consider playing. Openings. So what if we just search for check defense? Opening Explorer. Magnus played this as white. Okay, let's get inspired. Mama Diarra.
Thanks for all the great content.
Oh, thank you, Krell. Mama Diarra against Bakro. Let's see how he plays. Bishop g4. e6, wow. And then d5. Seems like a very unorthodox way to play what's already like an offbeat opening. But he basically got a Caro-Kann structure. Okay. If I'm black and I face e4, then I can try to play a check Pierce. Yeah, there's some openings that have been here for a while. I don't think I ever came to understand what AT is. So I think I'll just reject it. Hairhaver will get their channel points back. All right, so oh, there is Budapest on the list. Okay, I'm playing a Budapest. This was suggested from Not So Clear yesterday. Let's play this. And then this. Maybe I should have taken the pawn right away. Queen h5, wow. Yeah, so it's a Budapest Gambit, but white gave back the pawn. I can play this move. Calculating takes and queen f6. So I'm hitting this pawn and this pawn. If e5, I think I can take. Oh, did I just blunder? I just blundered. Maybe it's still interesting, though. Or maybe it's not. That was just a miscalculation. There. I have to take. Yeah, I'm not proud of this. Check there. If I take and I mean, let's play this position. Down a minute, down a bishop. I should have played b6 first. This. I have 2 pawns for the bishop, so maybe there's some practical chances. c5, take, check. Start with f6.
You got this.
Yeah, I wish I could display confidence here. A good move, too. No, everything's crumbling. Wow. Well played. Ooh. Never resign when you have a rook. Although I'm getting close to resigning. Yeah, I don't think there's any stalemate tricks. Okay. Yeah, this game, it kind of fell apart based on this miscalculation. Which means I should not have played queen f6, I don't think. Although maybe it's okay if I play queen e7. And yeah, it's been a long time since I played the Budapest. I feel like I'm going to play the Budapest again to try and redeem myself. So I will only redeem it when I win with opening. Okay, still on the quest for 2600. Trying to be a bit more focused here. All right, play e4. We have a Caro-Kann 2 knights attack. Queen f4. Yeah, so there's a line that goes like this. Queen e6 is a main move. I had a position, very similar position against Jovanka Hauska from Gibraltar. I played this move d4. Maybe it wasn't exactly the same. Like these moves may have been included. But the idea of d4 is to open the position when black is a little bit underdeveloped. Okay, I have to play c3. Probably g3. Maybe start with this. And g3. It prevents bishop f4 check. Prepares this. I'm realizing maybe I'm better off like doing this and king d2 and then bishop d3. Okay, so with an endgame of bishops of the same color, both sides want their pawns on light color squares. So yeah, c4 makes sense. Knight e5 is no longer a thing. I could play g4. I'm subjecting myself to this move. Okay, maybe we'll just trade bishops. Now g5. Okay, what to do? Take there. So I'm allowing knight f4. I'm even allowing rook e2, but we don't see that. Yeah, idea is to get the knight to f5. Am I missing something? I guess there's rook e4. Knight f5. Have to play this. Under some pressure here. Good move. I missed h4 too. Not going to be pretty.
You got this.
I'm going to try. Ah. Oh, so close. Black played well. Figured out the endgame. Maybe I should not have traded rooks. What to do? Why not 34 knight d2? In this position. My knight was tied down to the pawn. I took a lot of time, maybe unnecessarily, like looking for ways to clarify. But yeah, the knight had to stay defending the d4 pawn. Thank you, Emblem. Jobava London against d5, knight f6. Request from triple pair. Okay, that's doable. Yeah, I actually haven't played like a true Jobava London in a while. But playing against... Okay, let's redeem Budapest if my opponent plays c4. Oh, and we have a similar line too. So in this line, yeah, the knight should go to c6. And I think a5. It looks weird having the knights like this, but the plan is to trade off the bishops. Maybe eventually the queens. I think I'll start with castling. d6. Queen e7. I always have to watch out for this move, but then I think I would take the pawn. So I'm going for this idea. I mean, I have a little bit less space, but trying to work with the squares that I do have. Thank you, LWW Raw, the first time Prime. Okay, a4 is a move. Really got to manage time here. Start with this. I feel like I'd have to play d6 eventually. I was more scared of these moves.
Mesopotamia.
Hey, it's Chess and Beers. Yeah, I haven't heard of Mesopotamia in a while. It's becoming a more rare occurrence. Okay, so I'm attacking the pawn and threatening... Maybe it's not so threatening, but it's like having an idea of knight d4. And this is an outpost square, if I can get the pawn to c5. The drawback of having these pawns pushed so early is they can't move backwards. Oh, Emblem says, since my family moved into the neighborhood, all the kids have started playing chess. My daughter's a current champ. Oh, nice to hear. Well, that's awesome.
"17 months. Go me.
Go you. RT Bama. RTR Bama. Happy 17. I'm liking how this is unfolding. I think f5 is coming very soon. The question is how to proceed. B4 is maybe coming. Yeah, that's a fork. Yeah, the bishop was tied down earlier. Expecting knight b6. Yeah, white's a little bit stuck here because the knight's tied down to the pawn. Maybe we'll see pawn b4. Abandoning the a pawn. So if takes, I can take on e4. I'm just trying to stay clean here. I feel like it's easy to blunder. d5. Oh no, my bishop. Wow, timely resignation. Yeah, it's hard to stop this move. White should have tried, wait, am I just losing? Did White have force mate? I think White had force mate. If I'm not mistaken. There. Or am I blind? I was about to say White should have tried rook b7, hoping that I take the knight and then this is checkmate. But as I'm beginning to like look at this move, I don't see how Black avoids mate. Yeah, it's mate in 5. I mean, White had no time, probably resigned because they were about to flag. But I mean, it's force mate. Maybe some moves could have been, although it's hard to pre-move the next move. But I can't remember too many games where I win when the opponent resigns when they have force mate. It doesn't happen too often. So anyway, yeah, I don't think there's any Rosen trophy for that. There's a few maybe related ones, like winning. It's like the dirty flag one, or the clutch pawn. You win on time with opponent or with you having just one pawn left. Anyway, let's move on. I'll keep it going. I think finally I'll check off Budapest from not so clear. Playing ARPS. Oh, Jane Galt was asking for Vienna the other day. So, but we don't have Vienna. We have Sicilian. I'll play an Alapin Sicilian, which will maybe transpose into a French, but maybe not. Yeah, this is a pretty good version of advanced French. With Black trading early, I have the c3 square for the knight. Because usually in the main lines, White doesn't have the square. Oh, is Jane Gold a Vienna specialist? Okay, what to do? Let's just castle. Reinforce the center. There's a comment saying the French is the most boring opening. The French can lead to a lot of different types of positions. Sometimes exchange French has like the most boring reputation, but even that can be interesting. Can I take and play e6? Man, I'm thinking bishop g5. Yeah, I think I should play bishop g5. Bishop e7 I take and then go in with a knight. Man, it's not super easy for black to remove this. I mean, there's this maneuver. The b7's attack now. Take.
Hi.
Hello. I want to lose this pawn. I think I'll play this. So I defend the pawn and defend the knight with a bishop. Yeah, hello to Blunder Champ. Welcome back. Maybe g3 coming. Yeah, g3. Maybe it doesn't win material. Okay, but maybe it does. Is this an educational stream? Yeah, it's a mix of educational chess. Also trying to be competitive. Trying to stay focused. Oh, rook f5 is not really a threat. So maybe I just play this. Yeah, I just forgot the knight is covering that square. And now, yeah, the pieces are actually quite harmonious. Like king is pretty safe. Knight's defended, pawn's defended. This knight is exerting its power. The worst thing about my situation is the time. So I do have to move a bit more quickly. Oh, the bishop's defended. Maybe I can attack the pawn. Pawn is actually surprisingly weak. Bishop d7. I have to watch out for this move, though. Maybe playable right away. Let's play this. Take, take. Moving way too slowly. Knight f5. I have this move. Ah, the rook's hanging. But what's happening? Oh, that was really close. That was really, really close. I need to take a small break after that one. It started with like some nice instructional French. I actually started with Alapin Sicilian. Yeah, so this is a mainline French advanced variation. And it's a positional mistake for black to take here because it just gives white much easier to development. And we basically got this position in the game from a different move order. And life was all good. Oh, bishop e2. Oops. Yeah. It's going to take me some time to get used to this new Lichess function. So the engine says takes, and bishop e5 as a way to defend the pawn. So I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back momentarily. Stay tuned. Okay. Why not rook c7 on move 31? In this position. Yeah, so when I played queen g4, I was scared of this idea. Maybe rook c7 is the best move. Yeah, because this, and then queen g4. I eventually played rook c7, but, or no, I didn't. It got forked. It didn't really work out. Okay, Puzzle Racer. I'm not going to do Puzzle Racer right now. I'm still on the grind of trying to get to 2600. There we go. Okay, playing reverse London. Opponent is basically playing one of these like E3, B3 setups. And I'm getting pretty close to the point where I'll make the commitment if I lose a game, I end the stream. At some point, the stream will have to end. A4, B4, C5 is one idea. Let's try and accomplish this. Trying to create some weakness on the queen side. Wow. Okay, so now the bishop and pawn are both attacked. Bishop d4 doesn't really help deal with it. There is pawn d4. But then I can take and probably win c2. Okay, here I can start by taking. In between move. A question about sub-only viewing for Twitch VODs. Yeah, I put the full streams on my my extra channel on YouTube. So YouTube's a better way to, or better place to watch the full streams. Yeah, unfortunately Twitch deletes VODs after I think a couple months. I noticed my opponent was having maybe some connection issues at the beginning of the game. He's still having connection issues. But yeah, XSlam Extra for the channel where I post most of my full streams. Another common question: why use Lichess instead of chess.com? Yeah, I'm not tied to any one platform, so I play on both. Play and stream on both. Yesterday I had the Title Tuesday stream. But both sites have their I think their benefits. Chess.com has much larger, much stronger player community, like overall. With Lichess, I like the analysis function better. It's a bit smoother too, a bit less buggy. Why not play on Chess24? Did they close their playing platform, or maybe it's still open? Last time I played on their platform, it was for this like super tournament. I was invited last minute. I ended up playing like Magnus and Grishuk and all these strong GMs. But I had a hard time adjusting to the platform. Okay, so opponent just ran their clock out. maybe raging about this move. So 15 move win. Okay, let's try and get back to over 2,600. I do have some exciting news though that I guess I haven't officially announced, although people have been asking me like about it and for it for a while. I will be starting a speed run on chess.com. It's actually one of the benefits. Like they're able to make an account that has an established low rating. But I'm not sure exactly what to call it yet. Like I want it to turn into some kind of educational YouTube series. And I feel like speedrun is not the best name for it. Of course, it's the most recognizable name. I know a lot of content creators, probably Nerditsky is like the most well known for his. So, yeah, one of the goals is to figure out like a good name for the series. Something that's not too long, that's catchy, that's like descriptive. Can I play knight g6? Knight g6 looks like a unnecessary but fun move. So it takes. There's ideas of sacking the rook for mate. Maybe this move. I have to be careful with leaving the knight there. Queen g4. Raising Rosen's rating.
Raising Rosen's rating.
I want to convey the fact that it'll be educational.
Hello, hope
Let's play
you are
this.
doing well. 3.
Hey, it's Danger Cats. Welcome back. And a wolf in water. Happy 4 months. Okay, I gotta focus here. I'll take a look at all the Twitch suggestions after, or the chat suggestions after this game. I think now I can safely return to the outpost square. Pretty crowded area of pieces. Like one thick rectangle. I might be threatening to take in bishop g5 to trap the queen or force the queen back and then win the knight. I guess there is takes bishop g5 and then queen f5, but then g4. All right, let's do it. This is not a move that you normally want to play to give black a pawn here, but g4 I think traps the queen. And now I have a queen for 2 pieces. So black's going to fight. Have to watch out for the time situation. Yeah, let me try and demonstrate some decent conversion. Very soon I'll take. Oh, my rook's hanging though. It's already not so simple. Take, check, there. I think I have to play this. I'm making this way more complicated than it needs to be. So now I have 7. Check. Oh dear. Yeah, it's already like not so clear. Time situation is not great. Maybe my queen can sneak in. Rook d6. So this is a threat. Okay. Oh, it took a lot of work. Okay. A queen b8 was a very fortunate pre-move. A king here maybe could have led to the dirty flag. Okay, back over 2600. Let me catch up with with the chat. Oh, Syncope just got here asking, is your rating going up? Yeah, I've gained 8 points this stream. 8 points over 2.5 hours. Hey, it's Botez Live. What's up, Botez Live? Was that Andrea or Alexandra? Or both? Also, I think I'm collabing with Botez Live tomorrow in content that may or may not be chess to be determined. Shout out to Botez Live. If you're just joining, I've been playing a lot of chess. Been trying to raise my rating. This isn't quite a DJ stream. Maybe what people are used to. I did actually make an appearance recently on one of the Botez streams. Andrea was preparing for this poker tournament. I got smashed by some of her viewers in poker. But it was fun. Thank you, Scarlet, for the bits. So I think I'll keep it going. Like I'm on a win streak too. I've won the last 4 games in a row. So let's not slow down. I've been playing 3-0. Oh, playing this person again. This is a person who I just checkmated in some nice fashion. Stafford Gambit time? I'm insisting. Let's transpose into a Stafford. Opponent is maybe considering it. My opponent also probably knows I'm streaming. Maybe they're watching. Giving in to the Gambit line. So yeah, I'm not doing viewer challenges currently. I'm just playing people in the pool. Playing against a lot of like decently high rated opponents. Trying to get some good games. I played this move. Take. Okay, let's do this. I could have won back the pawn, but this is more of a spirit of a Gambit opening. Trying to open the center, make way for my bishop. And I'm thinking to take and take. And there's also bishop g4, bishop e2. And there's also this move. Let's take
this
though.
Is the speedrun title for you. Checkmate dash the lightning fast chess speedrun.
Ah. That sounds like something ChatGPT would come up with. Actually, maybe not a bad idea to ask ChatGPT for suggestions. Yeah, for those just joining, I was mentioning a few moments ago that I'm planning to do some kind of speed run, but I want to have a decent title for it. At least for the potential YouTube content, and I want to optimize for SEO and click-through rates. Okay, so I'm down a pawn here, but it seems like there's good compensation. Ooh. Sacking doesn't really work.
Eric, thank you for your brilliant content and for making us
thank
more
you.
Thoughtful players.
I appreciate that. I'm trying to be thoughtful here. I take a pawn, or take a knight, win back the pawn. I think I'm going to keep all the tension. I'm going to, first of all, defend the c7 pawn, set up queen b6 check. I also free the d5 square for the knight. Like queen a5, it was a hard move to consider, but type of move, like once I see it, it looks really nice. I could take with knight, but yeah, let's take with rook. Okay, throwing some punches. I could still win b2. Take. Yeah, I think I'm cashing in. 2 knights versus 2 bishops. Queen a6, hitting this and this. Queen b1 defends everything. I want to play this, but then take on c7. So maybe h6. There's this crazy move. This might actually work. I don't think it works. Let's play h6. Moving way too slowly. Bishop takes. No. Yeah, this is losing. Go for the final mating attack with just my h-pawn. If takes, it's a draw. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, this makes me so happy. It's a stalemate trick that came out of nowhere. Rook f3. Because as white, you're just thinking, okay, take a pawn, promote a pawn. You're not realizing that the king has no squares and that I can forcibly sack the rook. Okay. So staying or keeping my no loss streak. Yeah, this is a common stalemating configuration, rook and bishop with the king in the corner. And I guess, like, once my opponent played this, I realized, oh, I'm kind of close. But in order for it to be stalemate, I can't have any pawns that can move. So I had to fix one pawn and then sack the other pawn. And then sack the rook. Okay, let me scroll up and see what the speedrun name suggestions were. I saw there was a message from Danger Cats a while ago. Elevate with Eric, Rosen's rank ramp up. On board with Eric. Eric Rosen chess speedrun, episode 35. I could keep it very simple too. It'd be nice to have like some kind of consistency if it's like a especially a video series with like dozens of videos. I want to make it clear to the viewer that they're first of all they're watching like videos in the series, and then for new viewers I want to make sure that they know what it's about. Is smurfing legal? So for speedrunning, I reached out to chess.com support and they gave me like a verified speedrun account. Sprun. Yeah, I don't want to be like overly overly creative with the words and then just confuse people. You won't believe what my opponent fell for. Teaching episode 1. I mean, I think it's a question whether to use the term speedrun or rating climb or climbing the rating ladder or even something like beginner to master, which is maybe a reasonable title if I'm starting as like a beginner elo and then ending at like a master level elo. Playing Enrique. Okay. Let's play London. Andrea's opening. I'll have to hopefully be a good role model for all the people who play the London. Oh, I could play Jobava London. No, let's start with normal London. If G6, I play Knight C3. But most other moves, yeah, Knight F3. Staying in traditional territory. Knight D2. Yeah, this is like a main line. Bishop G3. H6. I feel like H6 is like a recent trend. I think I'll still continue with the same idea. Yeah, so the idea with this bishop e5 move, I concede the bishop pair, but there's ways to exploit this structure. There's actually a common trap here. A lot of players will go wrong in defending the pawn. Taking is a good move to throw in for black. If black were to defend, I would take, and queen a3, and usually win the pawn. Okay, so a lot of trades. Yeah, I have to be a little bit careful here. I think I'm supposed to sack. Maybe not sack. Like if takes, I could win back the pawn. Actually, if takes, am I trapping the queen? Rook b1, queen c3, rook c1. c5, good move. Let's take in rook c1. Maybe b3. Getting a solid position. And black actually neutralized the opening pretty well. But I do have a nice time advantage. Knight e5 may be coming. Bishop b5, not happening. So the other knight wants to come to d4. But there's also a plan of g4, g5. What to do? Yeah, this move. Rook b8. And this move. Let's focus here. G4. Can't quite achieve knight c6. I think I just moved back. Looks kind of passive, but I still want to play g5. Yeah, knight e4. I think at this point I just try and play solidly and quickly. Didn't do anything. Threatening this maybe. Preventing this. Endgame time. Yeah, it's actually probably a winning position at this point. Okay. Once I got the past g-pawn. Yeah, generally spamming all caps messages will make me less likely to do whatever the message says for me to do. But I do sometimes take opening suggestions. I have a long list of opening requests still to fulfill. So I think I'll keep playing. I feel like I've found my form. And let's go new opponent. Okay. Yeah, also sharing links in chats, especially unrelated links, is against etiquette, usually against the rules too.
Road TP 3000 incoming in Rosen Angry Goose.
Okay. I think I'll play Jobava London, although e6. No, with e6, yeah, we'll get this line. Here we go. Okay, I have to trade. And now considering taking, let's start with this and then f3. Okay, so it's one of these like queenless middle game positions. Again, with bishops of the same color, I probably want to play e5 at some point. If black plays e5, I get the d5 square. b4 coming. e5 take and then d5. Start with this. I have this move. Usually you see this in like a Smith-Morra or some Sicilian middle game. Not in a queenless middle game. But I do win back the piece. The resulting rook ending is kind of interesting. Of course, it depends what black does here. There's knight e5, there's king moves. Okay, so if I take... Yeah, taking looks to be the way. And I'll go for this move. I guess rook e8 is coming. Yeah, so it's a rook endgame, equal material. I do have c3. Maybe rook d3. I don't know. Rook d3, I guess. Some idea to play a3. This could get sharp. Yeah, I have to play c3. If anyone's better in this position, it should be black. But maybe it's still playable. Like rook f3 and king d3 coming. I really want to expand with pawn c4. I do hit the f pawn. So this is some progress. Yeah, now the rook wants to kind of come in. Get this first. There we go. That's still tricky. Threading this maybe. Okay, that was a huge gift. Okay. Missed Maiden 1. But where? Maybe earlier? Okay, that was a rocky endgame. Or should I say rookie? Wow. What is this engine graph? Wait, refresh? Okay, that's more like it. Maybe there is missed Maiden 12. Yeah, the only forced mate was when the opponent hung the rook. Okay. So, the rating is rising. I have not played a Vienna opening yet. But maybe Vienna will come very soon. Nope. Okay, we have a Caro-Kann. This is a main line. E6, bishop, E2. Wow, G5. Aggressive. C3, there's 95. I guess I start with D3. A very interesting way of playing this position. I'm going to go for F4. C3 first. Bishop D6 is off limits for the time being. I do remember a game from US Championships between Shapunsky and Onishuk. Onishuk played something similar, I think also in a Caro-Kann 2 Knights. But I'm pretty sure it was a different line. Bishop G5 here. Oh, that blunder takes... Wow. Maybe it's still playable. Takes and takes. And here, H4 is coming. H4 I have Queen E5. There's also F4, which is interesting. Because the pawn is pinned even in cases where it can en passant. So maybe I want to play H4 first. Wow. Start with H4. Some idea to play Knight B5 as well. It's too interesting to resist. This might be dubious, but the idea is to do things. I'm threatening mate in 1. Also threatening knight takes A7, which would force a king to the center. Yeah, there's one move I'm expecting, king D7, yeah. So I have queen C7. Queen C7 is probably the approach. So it takes. I'm threatening knight C7. So I'm basically going for longer term compensation here. Knight c7. Then e5. Also take here. Yeah, this and then this. It's a difficult position for black. Check. Takes first. Oh, that was a mouse slip. No. Oh, just mouse slipped a little bit there. Good game though. And so dominating. I let things slip a little bit. Yeah, probably here. Oh wow, it wasn't as crushing as I thought it would be. Probably had to play queen b4. I rejected this because c5 and then the knight gets e5 or bishop gets there, but it shouldn't be a big deal. And then I meant to play rook c1, but maybe already it's yeah, like black is somehow okay. It's my king who's a bigger target. Hey, welcome back to Andrew. So, I've played a lot of chess, man. This game was a roller coaster. Let's play one more game. Let's try and finish with a happy note. Is Lichess evaluation the same as chess.com's? They're different, but they both use Stockfish, so should be pretty similar. Okay, playing BraveHeartIndian. I haven't had like a true Stafford Gambit today. Also, do I know this person? Don't recognize the name. But we do have a Stafford. D4 is a line. It's actually one of the more annoying lines. Like it's not a hard refutation, but it's usually leads to pleasant position for white. Or at least slightly better. But I think I'm dealing with it okay. Like I can take. Offer the queen trade. So I'm calculating here. Yeah, I can't allow queen takes g7 though. Or can I? So maybe queen d6. There's a weird move, rook g8, which is maybe playable. I think I'll play queen d6. I hope I'm not missing anything. It's scary to line the queen with the bishop. White does have some options, like queen e3. That's also an option. Probably have to take and castle. If takes... Yeah, I'm basically losing a pawn. But maybe holding on. So if takes, I have bishop c4, I think. Hopefully. But white is up a clean pawn here. This is going to take work. Let's play this. It's so risky, though. Let's play this. So I might be threatening this move now to hit the bishop and knight. Now I'm threatening to take and take. Yeah, difficult situation. Maybe g5, f5, f4 is one plan. Did I just miss knight b4? I should have considered it. Hmm. Yeah, that's one way to simplify. Okay, down 2 pawns. Not the best position. c5 maybe in there. Up a little bit of time. Yeah, time might save me this game. Okay. I was worse that whole game. But somehow kept holding on. Andrew asking why not. Oh, asking about 17 rook e5. Oh, rook d5. Yeah, maybe there were a few moments I could have played rook d5. It only attacks the bishop because knight's defended. So I think at this point, though, it's hard to deal with. Because in a similar case, the bishop moves back and my rook could be a target. So yeah, I think white actually played the opening quite well. Was there a missed fork in the end? Oh, I missed a fork. There was a moment I almost got forked myself when I played king b6. I was really close to taking on c4, allowing knight a5. Question about Tyler 1. It's not something in my realm of expertise, unfortunately. Other chess questions I can maybe try and answer though. Oh, thank you, Andrew, gifting to Branjays. Yeah, we've reached the point in the stream where I'll try and like answer final questions. If I miss questions earlier, then yeah, it's fine to repeat them. Oh, good night to Tarish's facepalm, who I think stayed up later than intending, or than originally intended to watch the stream. Thanks for watching. Any tips for moving to a new city or state? Google chess meetups and wherever you're moving to. Like most places have like a local club or local meetup group. You can find people to meet and play with. What's your favorite candy bar? In Germany, I tried like a few of the German candy bars just out of curiosity. They were pretty good, but I forget the names of them. Like I'm bad with remembering names of foreign languages. What's the best shape for a sandwich? Man, these questions. I was getting ready to answer some like instructive chess questions. Opinion on the Petrov. Yeah, Petrov is when you say Petrov, that usually refers to not Stafford Gambit. Even though Petrov is technically this position. But it's a very reputable opening. Probably not the most common at like lower levels. Like knight c6 is of course more standard, but it's playable. St. George. Is St. George a6? I don't recommend a6 for beginners. Even though Karpov lost to it once. I recommend... I mean, if you're new to chess, follow opening principles. Fight for the center.
Thank you for the great content.
Oh, thank you.
You have the heart of a teacher. Question, when is the earliest you would teach a child chess?
I'm not sure. I don't have any children. But I think I'm aware of like some toddlers learning as early as the age of like maybe 2 or 3. At least learning the names of the pieces. Realistically, probably 4 or 5 is when you can start like actually playing full games. But it can be good to start with mini games, like start with just pawns or like not actually starting with like the normal chess rules, but going through each piece. Pawn Mower is a great game. It's like this. I think Maurice Ashley is known for it. We go to learn in chess basics, like where you basically show how the rook moves by collecting stars. You could easily do this on the board by putting pawns on squares and then having the kid kind of try and take all the stars, take all the pawns in the most efficient manner. So this is interesting because if we take this thing first, then we can only take one of them next. So it's important to start with this, and then we get our 3 stars. But another resource is chesskid.com. It's like whenever I get a question about like resources for teaching young children chess, chesskid.com is probably the go-to place. It has a very, very big curriculum and video lessons, and it's all kid-friendly.
Eric, how are you doing?
Hey, it's Choco. I'm doing well. How are you? Happy 9 months. Can I teach my dog to play chess? You could probably teach your dog to not eat the chess pieces. But yeah, teaching a kid to play chess is probably a bit easier than teaching a dog. Oh, you could teach a bird to play chess. Do we still have the bird command? Bird? No, we don't. So, I once taught a bird, not really teaching a bird. It was more getting a bird to solve a chess puzzle. This was 4 years ago. So, yeah, I filmed this. I was traveling through Indonesia, and my friend had a pet bird, and it was playing around with the pieces. So it's white to move and checkmate in 1. But instead of delivering mate in 1, it just resigned. Knocks over the king. Eventually. Or tries to eat the king. But then it tried again. And then wait for it. Rook's on b2. It plays rook b1 checkmate. And then it's so happy with itself. It starts to reset the board for the next game. Puts the rook back on a1. So birds are like pretty intelligent creatures. Yeah, this video... I should turn the video into a short. I feel like this video would perform well as short form content. Gotta crop it vertically. Taught my son how to move the pieces when he was 4. Playing the Spanish fairly well at 5.5. Nice. Yeah, I didn't start playing chess until... I didn't know how to play chess until I was 7. Played my first tournament when I was 8. Birds are literally dinosaurs. I might have to deny that. But maybe they're distantly related. What was your strength around 8? I'll have to dig up some of my like earliest recorded games. My first chess rating was 600 something. I could look it up. Do we have the website command? Go to my website. Take you here. Click on this. Takes me to US profile. And then my first tournament was this one in 2001. My first rating was 631. But then, so my birthday is September. So later when I was 8, So right before I turned 9. Oh, this is my rapid rating. So I got a rapid, my first rapid rating was 1138. But I did break 1,000 before I turned 9. Who's your favorite chess player in history? Uh, Probably this bird. This bird was a pretty notable player. The only player who can fly too. Yeah, Bobby Fischer doesn't quite compare. Not legendary enough. Welcome back, Diamond Cutter. How's it going? Favorite old chess player personality-wise? Probably Yasser. And a lot of chess players have good personalities, but Yasser is just like overly friendly. Also very strong at Crazy House. I'm pretty sure Yasser is like low-key one of the best Crazy House players in the world. If we look at Crazy House and then go to rankings, leaderboard. Oh, Yasser's not here. GM Yasser. Yasser. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, his Crazy House rating puts him in like the top 5 on Lichess. Thank you, Andrew. Gifting to Diamond Cutter. Yeah, life is good. We're reaching the tail end of the stream. I've been streaming for almost 3.5 hours. I think it's time to find some food. So I do appreciate everyone watching. Just as a recap, how many games did I play? Played 16 Blitz games this stream. I solved 3 puzzles and gained 18 points. So, oh, I want to tease my next YouTube video. Because I posted a video earlier today, which was maybe a little bit sad for some people. And the title was a little bit more graphic than I usually prefer in these video titles. But this was the most recent. These are the 2 most recent videos. But yeah, the most recent one was I killed the Stafford Gambit. It made you cry. Oh no. And it took me a while to make this this thumbnail, because I was trying to find like a good picture of a tombstone. I couldn't find one, so I had AI generate one. But then I had to like Photoshop everything. But then after I killed the Stafford Gambit, it became resurrected. And most likely I'll post a video tomorrow of the Stafford Gambit coming back to life. And here's a here's a thumbnail I was working on earlier today, which again had some AI assistance. Took some photoshopping. I was trying to Photoshop like a Stafford Gambit tattoo on the arm. So if you look closely, it's like the Stafford Gambit structure. What was it like meeting Mike? Oh, Boston Mike. Yeah, I have another video to post with Boston Mike too. It was cool. He's probably one of the most famous, like for chess players. He's got to be one of the most famous like chess amateurs in the world. At least like being known for chess. Because on YouTube alone, he probably has like, I mean, videos that feature him probably have over 100 million views. And he's really, really nice. Like when he's not playing chess and trying to like trash talk and crush his opponents, he's just a really nice guy. So, yeah, I have a lot more coffee chess content to release, but I'm trying to keep a nice mix of different types of content. So, I'm gonna send the raid over to very chill, rapid chess streamer. Looks like he's doing a viewer arena. Nape8023. Send some good vibes. And I'll be back in the future. No why. Yeah, the stream must come to an end, but I will be back. Okay, adios.